Fuel handling and storage safety tips. Improper handling and storage of fuel can have serious consequences, including potential health problems, contamination of the environment, and damage to property. Here are some tips you can follow to avoid accident and damage resulting from poor fuel handling and storage. Place safety signal or warning signs where fuel is stored. Keep fuel away from eyes and skin. Keep fuel away from ignition sources. Clean up any fuel leakage immediately. Any materials used in cleaning fuel leakage must be disposed properly. Never use fuel to wash your hands. Never overfill the fuel tank. Store fuel in an appropriate storage tank. Keep approved fire extinguishers close to fuel storage. Provide training to all workers for handling the fuel products. Refueling equipment safety. Though refueling is a common activity, it can be an extremely dangerous task. Not only can improper refueling cause burns, fires, or explosions, but the gasoline or diesel itself is also a hazardous substance, with the potential for leaks and spills. At workplace, employees should follow the following points to stay safe. Employees should always concentrate on the task. Do not try to complete other tasks while refueling. Employees should shut the engine off while refueling. Do not refuel in area with heavy vehicle or foot traffic. Employees should place the container on the ground when refueling. Don't refuel near an open flame or near a sparking situation. At workplace, employees should keep a fire extinguisher within 25 feet and closer than 6 feet. Do not overfill the fuel tank. 95% full is a good guideline for any type of vehicle or container. Employees should use right personal protective equipment at workplace. Gasoline safety. Gasoline is so commonly used and so easily obtained that people forget how dangerous it can really be. Consequently, many people are killed or injured every year because they did not handle gasoline safely. Gasoline is an extremely flammable liquid fuel. It should always be handled and stored properly in order to reduce the likelihood of fires and explosions. At workplace, employees should follow the following points to stay safe while using gasoline. Employees should never use gasoline to clean your hands or to wipe down a piece of equipment. Employees should keep all containers tightly closed. At workplace, employees should never transfer gasoline from one container to another in an area where there is any chance of ignition. Clean up any spills immediately. Employees should never use glass or plastic bottles for gasoline storage. Use gasoline only in well-ventilated area. Employees should not store gasoline near ignition sources. Employees should use right personal protective equipment while using gasoline. Petroleum loading and unloading procedures. The loading and unloading of petroleum are a complex and potentially dangerous operation. Following basic safety practices can help to reduce the risk of an incident. No persons, other than authorized personnel, are allowed in the loading area. No smoking or open flames are permitted in the loading area. No one is permitted in the cab of a truck while loading. No mechanical repair work, service checks, or cleaning of vehicle or glass shall be done on trucks, tractors, or trailers while loading. If the truck or tractor motor fails to start at the loading spot, notify supervisor immediately. Under no condition is a booster battery to be used. Follow company spill procedures. Do not load any cargo tank or compartment that is completely full of liquid. There must be vacant space to allow for thermal expansion. Wear gloves and other protective equipment. Petroleum products must not be used for personal washing. Grounding or bonding devices must be connected before loading and disconnected when finished loading. Static ignition hazard must be controlled. Avoid product contamination or commingling. Check and double check to make sure the right product is getting into the right tank or compartment. Meters, valves, and loading lines on terminal loading racks are color-coded to aid in distinguishing between products. Color coding charts are posted at all loading positions. Piping and fill caps at all unloading points are also color-coded and tagged. Drivers must become familiar with the color coding systems before being permitted to load. In case of fire, shut down all loading pumps and close all dome covers and compartment safety valves, if possible. Loading valves must not be tied or wedged open.